Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the course. And today we're going to discuss the skill set for growth. So we are on the third pillar of growth. Swati, excited to start?
Yeah, really excited.
Cool. So I think you already have some of these skill sets, but then we'll have to build the stack. Okay. So like this is the skill stack. And how it applies is it actually just applies to everything in life, not just to growth marketing. But I feel that to do anything, you will have three kinds of skills. Like these are three categories of skills. And then that becomes your skill set or your skill stack, right? So the first kind of skill is your core skills. And the second type of skills is your generalist skills. And then the third type of skills is your specialist skills. And I'll share some examples so you'll be able to understand this for growth marketing. And then we'll also sort of explore a little bit of how this applies to other areas as well. Like one of the things that you could already see is that, if you have to be creating something new, whether it's a new video or a content, or it's, design, you have to have a creative mindset. Like that's like your creativity is something that has to be sort of in your core skills. And then being able to focus on, being able to focus on an art form or a creative form, you'll have to understand the general skills that are required for that. So for example, if it's creating content, specifically, let's talk about video content, then your core skills would have to be the creative imagination and other sorts of like the fundamental things that you would need. But then your generalist skills could be just knowing all about video and how video works. And then your specialist skills could be, editing using Canva or editing using a specific software. Those are more specialist skills. But I'll deep dive into this for growth marketing because that's what I know better. And then we'll be able to figure out what this actually means, right? So this is the skill stack for growth, right?
Okay.
So let's see the core skills first. Now, these core skills are the must-have skills, and these are the skills you cannot live without if you want to become a growth marketeer, right? Whether you
Right.
do it or not, you are using these skills as a growth marketeer. So you have the growth mindset, the mindset that we discussed. We learned about the growth process, the process that you need to follow. We learned about research, idea generation, A3R3 funnel, setting goals, lean analytics, which we will deep dive into. But these are like the must-have skills, which are the core skills that you need to develop for growth. Then there are generalist skills. So if you develop these skills, then you will become a generalist growth marketeer, not a specialist growth marketeer. So in general, you will need to know how to do A/B testing, right? Something that we discussed is A/B testing to be able to figure out what's a better converting page or what's a better converting pop-up or what's a better converting copy, right? Copy and content, writing copy and content, whether it's yourself or using AI, are also part of generalist skills. CRO or conversion rate optimization is such an integral part of growth hacking and growth marketing that it also falls in the generalist skill category. User psychology, understand why people take certain actions and why people behave the way that they do, is all part of understanding the user behavior, which is also a generalist skill set. Then you have setting North Star metrics, setting your OMTM goals. If an entrepreneur comes to you and says, this is what I want to achieve, and if it's not well defined, then you'll have to translate that into a proper North Star metric. Landing pages, basic tech, very basic tech, whether it's, using AI, using machine learning, or like no code or low code tools, or just learning a bit of tech. Customer personas, being able to understand the kinds of people that you're targeting, right? What are the personas? What are the demographics? How they behave? Then you have other people's networks, which we'll discuss in detail, but leveraging or being able to leverage networks. And these are all the generalist skills. So once you develop these skills, you will become a generalist growth marketer, right? But then once you've done this, once you've built the width of knowledge, and when I say width of knowledge, you don't have to go crazy with tech or just being focusing on executing OPNs, but you'll have to learn how all of these things work, right? You may not be executing them on a day-to-day basis if you want to become a specialist, which is our next skill set. So you become a specialist. Now, this is a skill set where you can actually pick and choose. And this is where the fun happens. You can actually pick and choose the skills or the specialist areas that you want to focus on. So it could be, let's say, for example, mobile app growth. So if you master this skill, you'll become a mobile app growth marketeer. Referral campaigns. If you master this skill, you'll become a referral marketeer. Influencer campaigns. If you master this, you'll become an influencer marketeer, which all comes from the growth marketing process, mindset, skill set. But then you're focusing on one specialized area within growth marketing, right? Affiliate marketing. If you master this, you'll become a good affiliate marketeer, right? Lead generation. If you master this, you'll become a lead generation expert. Email marketing. You can become an email marketeer. Copywriting, performance marketing. These are all like different options. And there are so many options, which is what's so exciting about this space. Paid search, viral mechanics, web scraping, product-led growth, SaaS funnels, sales funnels, B2B funnels, marketing automation, e-commerce, retention, SMS marketing. There's just endless areas of skills. And I haven't mentioned something that you're already good at, which is social media marketing. So you can essentially pick up any channel and then deep dive. And that's where you build your depth of knowledge, right? And the reason why I'm saying just pick a few or even one of these areas, because you cannot build depth of knowledge in all of the areas, right? And one is not possible to do that. And if you do, you'll be sacrificing somewhere. So if you pick up 2 or 3, then your depth will be less than someone who's just going deep into only one of those areas, right? So specialist skills, even if you pick one. So for example, if you just pick mobile app growth, you can go a long way with becoming a growth marketer for mobile apps, right? If you just pick up affiliate marketing, you can go a long way with that. If you just pick up email marketing, you can go a long way with becoming an email marketer. And you can always switch, like for example, you can do a few years of email marketing and then transition to something which is very related to it. Let's say SMS marketing, add that to your skill set. So you can layer your skills, your specialist skills accordingly. So for example, someone who's doing sales funnels would also be interested in marketing automation because they're closely related. So that way you can layer your skills, but start with deep diving into 1 or 2 of those specialist skills. After you've built your generalist skills, after that should be done after you've built your core skills. So that's how you set the skills. Yeah.
Can we say that it's important to start, of course, with the core skills? And is it important to have all of the core skills and all of the generalist skills? And when you master them, then go on a few specialist skills?
No, not at all. So that's the fun part. You can build core skills and generalist skills and specialist skills in any order that you want. And I've seen people who started started just doing Facebook ads, right? And then they learned, started here, performance marketing, right? So they started within performance marketing, they just started doing Facebook ads, right? Once they did Facebook ads, they realized the importance of A/B testing. So they learned A/B testing. Then they realized the importance of generating and testing different copy on the ads quickly. Then they learned content and copy, right? Once they did that, then they realized that you can actually steal ideas from your competitors' Facebook ads. Then they learned about idea generation, right? Then their business had a requirement to run ads to existing customers to bring them back to the website. Then they learned about the growth funnel, that there's also activation, there's also acquisition. So they went from actually a deep specialist skill to a generalist skill set to a core skill set. So it could be in any order. If I had to structure a course for growth marketing like this one where people could learn, I would always start with the core skills and then move them to the generalist skills and then move them to the specialist skills. But if they have come with some sort of experience, they might already have a specialist skill, right? And maybe adding the generalist skill can greatly improve their specialist skill, right? So for example, email marketing without A/B testing and with A/B testing could give you very different outcomes, right? So if an email marketer comes to me and says, hey, I'm a standard email marketer, but I want to become a growth marketer. I want to deploy the growth marketing process, mindset, skill set into my email marketing. Then I would teach that person CRO, content and copy, A/B testing, and then I would teach that person idea generation, A3R3 funnel, research, the growth process, and then eventually build the growth mindset. So I would go with that person from bottom up. But if I have a complete beginner who comes to me and says, I want to learn growth marketing, maybe I'm out of college or I've been doing something completely different in my life. There was a person who was doing accounting and then found it very boring and wanted to do growth marketing. He's in one of our courses. So for those sort of people, I'll do a top-down approach where I'll say, build the core skills first. So the fun part is that you can go in any order. You can start being a CRO expert and then say, I like CRO, but now I want to build sales funnels. So all of those things can be used in your building sales funnels. So very interesting. You can follow any journey, any path, as long as you have your core skills over time, you build your generalist skills over time, and then you are able to deep dive into 1, 2, or maximum 3 channels over time. So for example, you do content management, you do social media, and you probably pick up influencer marketing. I'm just giving an example. Then you can deep dive into those, but then use all your generalist skills to improve the results that you're getting from them, right?
Okay.
So let me ask a fun question. If you had to pick 3 specialist skills, which ones would it be?
Can you zoom in a little bit?
And note that these are not inclusive, so there could be other things outside of these as well. But yeah, let's pick from these for now.
Maybe affiliate marketing, because I think that's really interesting. Influencer campaigns, and let me see what else. Maybe the third one would be email marketing.
Yeah, I think you picked email marketing. Oh, okay, you didn't pick email marketing.
I didn't,
Email marketing, affiliate marketing, and influencer campaign.
Yes.
So is there anything out of this that you've already done before?
I've done influencer campaigns before.
Right. So like you've done influencer campaigns before, but if you do influencer campaigns with A/B testing, with CRO, with some of those other implementations, with the A3R3 funnel in mind, because the best thing about influencers is you can use them in any stage of the funnel, right? So maybe you've done influencer marketing related to awareness and acquisition, because that's what digital marketing includes. Now you can think of influencer marketing for referral. Now you can think of influencer marketing for retention. Maybe you want to convert influencers to ambassadors to improve the branding. You can even go at that level. So adding this stack on top will transform you from a digital marketer to a growth marketer, in the sense that you'll then be able to deploy that particular specialist skill into different phases and parts of the funnel. Right. So yeah, a lot of people tell me email marketing is part of digital marketing, but you say email marketing is part of growth marketing. So which one is it a part of? Right. So it's not about it's a part of digital marketing. It's just that when you do email marketing for digital marketing per se, you are mostly focusing on awareness and acquisition. But when email marketing for growth, we are focusing across the funnel. So the key difference, like we discussed in the second lesson, was the top 2 stages of the funnel really belong to digital marketing, while growth marketing focuses on the entire funnel. So full funnel marketing, right? So those are good picks, and if you add the generalist layer on top and then the core skills on top, you'll really become a very high value email marketer rather than just another email marketer. And that's why people are moving to growth marketing, because if you just add the growth marketing skill set on top of your basic email marketing or affiliate marketing, you are 30 to 40% more valuable to the economy, and to yourself, maybe 300 to 400% more valuable, because with all of those other skills, you can actually, start making money yourself and not just having to rely on a particular role or a job. So those are interesting things. And that's how growth marketing actually allows you to scale. So it's very scalable skill compared to a specific skill within digital marketing, right? So anything that can be done full funnel will always be more scalable, because the company or the business will need you throughout their journey.
Right.
So if I had to give you an action plan, and let's say you were starting from scratch, assuming that you were a beginner, I would say the first step would be to learn the core skills, right? And only to learn, but to actually be able to master them, it will take years. So So I am still mastering some of those core skills, right? Like, for example, the mindset. It's very easy to get off that mindset. You can easily get distracted. It's very easy to get off thinking lean when it's about analytics, because there are so many metrics. Sometimes you get lost in the sea of metrics. So those skills take time to master, but not so much time to learn. And within these 30 days of the course, you'll actually be able to learn all the core skills, right?
Wow. Yeah.
And then you have step 2, which is generalist skills, which are continuous learning and improvement based on execution. So as you execute, you'll become better with A/B testing. As you execute, you'll become better with CRO. As you execute, you'll become better with user psychology. So what will happen is you'll see different businesses, you'll see different kinds of audiences, and you'll understand that people think in different ways, and how they think, and based on your experimental data, how they react to your experiments, those will keep adding to your learning. So like I said, you won't be mastering, like, it's not like I will master the core skills, now I will master the general skills. You will learn all of them, but you'll master them slowly. It's a continuous process, right?
Great. Yeah.
Then finally, you can explore a few specialist skills and pick. I have suggested one. If you're a beginner, just pick one for depth of knowledge. But in your case, I said 3 because you've already been doing, you've already been doing marketing and working with me for some time now. But I would say that for you, the steps would be bottom up, right? You will have your specialist skill set. You'll add generalist skills on top of that. And then you'll use the core skills that we learned through these 30-day course. We'll also learn some of the generalist skills in this course. It's not that we are only going to learn the core skills. The only thing we're not going to deep dive into in this course is the specialist skills. Right?
Okay.
Because then it'll be a, 300 or 3,000 day course, not 30-day course.
Yeah. Great.
Awesome.
Yes, sounds like the learning never stops, as it should be. Yeah.
Absolutely. So that's the action plan, and we'll keep executing on this plan. And see you all in the next lesson then, if there are no more questions, Swati.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye.